The most important reason I'd have to say is my drive. Drive is an acronym I came up with for dedication. Dedication to the client, to the job, to my business. If it entails burning the midnight oil and that's what it takes to get it done, so be it. Relationships. I love meeting new people. I love networking. Maintaining a client in a competitive industry is certainly the name of the game, and it really does involve keeping that line of communication open. Innovation. Often when you're given a job, you don't have that opportunity to push the boundaries. However, whenever given that opportunity, I go for it. Innovation also, the economy has been so strained, it's strained people's pockets, that sometimes cash flow is an issue. I've found innovative ways of collecting payment. If my service is valued at a certain amount and the service you offer is at a certain amount and I can use your service, then I've traded services with people. Value. I value the worth of my work and never undervalue the quality I give to a client. As such, if I can't meet a deadline, I will turn the job down. And emphasis on all the right things. I emphasize meeting my deadlines. I emphasize producing quality work, and I certainly emphasize my client satisfaction. It's very important to me that the client is happy with the final product. I suppose, like most businesses today, I could look at collection of payments or overhead and operating costs. Unfortunately, the largest challenge I've had to face and still face daily is from a client perspective, and that is recognizing that graphic design is an actual business. A fellow Jamaican said to me once, all you do is draw and paint. You don't do real subjects. She, on the other hand, was studying the sciences at the time, and I thought, interesting. Unfortunately, that seems to be the general consensus in Jamaica today. There is definitely a lack of appreciation for art and design, and it does show up, especially when it is that you build quotations. I wouldn't look at it in an isolated manner and say that pricing is the issue or the cost of things is an issue, because almost everywhere you go in Jamaica today, no matter the industry, you will hear, so what is my price or what is my discount? And I think we can all relate to that. And immediately a barter war of the tongue ensues if permitted. How have I overcome that challenge? I'm not quite sure because I haven't won the battle yet, but I continue to try and overcome through education exposure for prospective clients. I don't think on a daily basis we realize how much graphic design we are exposed to, from the graphics on the buses, the bus shelters, the flyers for parties, the posters, the billboards, the magazines that we pick up, the books, the newspapers, walking into a store, the brands that you see, the tags, the labels, the forms we fill out at the tax office. Almost every piece of visual communication there is involves graphic design, and as such, someone has to be doing it, and I think what we don't realize is how important the role of a graphic designer is in our society today. But outside of the importance of the role is the fact that, like any other business, it does incur operating costs. Every time I turn my computer on, the length of time I spent on my computer trying to conceptualize or produce work, the software that I use, the periodicals that I subscribe to, all of that incurs a cost. And as such, I am at the end of the month paying a bill to another company. I pay bills to the magazines I subscribe to. I pay bills to everyone's favorite JPS. Just through simple education, trying to have prospective clients understand it at its very basic level, I think is probably the way for now to try and overcome that challenge. It's not just a not real subject, or not just painting and drawing, sketching and having fun, because we do that as well, but it involves so much more.
I'm sexy and I know it.
Ha, got you. Just kidding. I am dedicated to my business and to my clients. I totally, thoroughly enjoy networking and maintaining existing client relationships. I'm innovative and I value my clients. I place value on the work I do. I place value on the business ethic that I practice. I emphasize all the right things, all the important things, especially client satisfaction. I am driven. I am Sarah Jackson. I am a graphic designer, and I am simply Jim Dandy.